at least in our
Mhm.
culture, for 18 years, my parents have provided for me. They may not have done everything perfectly. They may not have done it all that
Right.
well. Um,
Right.
and so there's sacrifice, there's
Right.
finances that they put into it, there's time, there's energy, there's everything else that they took, blood, sweat, and tears in many ways, that
Right.
as they age, you now, as their child, can actually pour back into them for all those things that they've
Yeah,
done.
you have the privilege of doing that. And I would add too that even if your parents were horrible, maybe you had horrible parents that did not provide for you well. Maybe you were in a home that was uh, physically or emotionally abusive. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what your whole scenario might have been. I would still say that even if your childhood was bad and your parents were not good parents, maybe they're crackheads or whatever the case may have been, that you can honor your parent by providing for them in their old age. And you might say, well, they don't deserve it. Like they didn't pour into me. They
Hmm.
didn't put tremendous effort and sacrifice into me. So why should I do that now? Do you see how contrary to the gospel that is?
Yeah. Yep.
Because there's also a whole bunch of undeserving people that have had grace poured into them that they did not earn, that they did not procure the favor or anything else. And it is the gospel. I mean, we are Christians by that very picture that we are terrible people, and yet God has been very gracious to us. I would just ask you to consider if that's you and you've written off your parent um, in any of these areas, to look at it and say, what has Christ poured into me? And how can I be a reflection of that to this other undeserving person?